In our time in the desert, we sat up late each night and watched the stars come out to form their enchanting blanket in the sky. I swear they danced for us. Each time they dazzled us with their astounding beauty, and they were positively sure to let us know how impossibly small we each are. You see, like it or not, they remind us of the clock ticking, wound up to the speed of light. I don't think I've ever seen so many shooting stars as we did laying there on our mats in the sand, with a cricket's chant and a couple of dogs yapping away, putting the world to right, no guess. Under the desert sky at night, how can one not be an insomniac? It's beautiful.
So that plan today is a very loose plan. We're now technically heading home, but we've got 10 days to do it. So having the luxury of 10 days hopefully will allow us to stay on roads like this. I can't be arsed with motorways. I'm going to try as hard as I can to watch the weather forecast and ride into the sun as much as we can, avoiding the rain. I don't know how possible it's going to be, but that makes it kind of a mission, that makes it exciting each day, planning our route. So today on the map I put in Cuenca, which is actually 300 miles away. It's saying about 7 hours, just over, which we know is 9. Time you do some stops for food and photos. We stop and take a lot of photos, obviously for the channel, for Instagram. We stop and do filming so much. It's kind of annoying, but you've got to do it if you want to get the good shots. You know, I regret it if I don't. So if I see somewhere it looks like a good photo, I pull over. I'm not a photographer, but I'm gradually learning. You know, you see somewhere and like, oh, that's it. I'm gradually getting an eye for what's a good photo. I'm only taking them on my phone. I've got an iPhone 13, I think. It seems to take great photos. I'd love to get a nice camera as well, but I cannot carry anything else. So yeah, we're heading there. I don't know if we'll get that far today. I don't know what we feel like. We haven't actually got... I've kind of allowed 3 days to get to the French border in the Pyrenees somewhere, which is really 200 miles a day. So the way I figure it, if we could do 300 today, we would break the back of it and leave ourselves 2 easier days. And also, my sister and her husband, Kim and Darren, they're currently riding to see his parents and also just do a road trip in their van. They got like a really lovely van, and they're doing a van trip across France and Spain at the moment. They were heading to Zaragoza today, so the reason I'm going to Cuenca is because it's kind of on a beeline for them. It'd be nice to hook up with them for lunch or camp with them for a night, however it works out. So depending on where they get to and where we get to today, hopefully tomorrow we might be able to meet them in some little town and have a nice catch up. I have no idea what's between here and Cuenca. I don't know if it's mountain roads, coast roads. I didn't even really look. I think it's taking us a little bit near the coast, but not on the coast. This is what I love out here. It's just you're always in a spaghetti western. Just that scenery is The scenery out here is the soul of this place. Not them Western film sets, they're good. If you're going to go to one, just go to the Mini Hollywood. It's honestly by far the best one. It's the most authentic. The Fort Bravo was pretty lame yesterday, and the other one, we looked over it, we couldn't get in, it weren't open, but it's the smallest and it has the worst reviews. That's the one called Western Leone. We never actually went there yesterday. The reviews are terrible. We looked at it from the mountain, you look down on it, it's tiny, but on the reviews it says the people hassle you there a lot. I don't know if that's true or not, but the Fort Bravo one, not a patch on Mini Hollywood. But Mini Hollywood's obviously the busiest one. But last couple of years ago we went there early in the morning, and getting there first thing in the morning, it was pretty empty for the first couple of hours. Not so many people get up early. But as I was saying, if you're a Sergio Leone fan or a fan of spaghetti westerns, it's not about that. It's about just being here and these roads, especially if you're on a motorcycle. I don't think it'd be the same in a car or a van. You know, it's okay, but it's a different sensation. The smell, the warm air on your face, you know, you're just in it, you're feeling it. It's fantastic, the dust. It's a lovely temperature today. I'm not sure what it is at the moment, but it's absolutely lovely out here. Look at the building up there, I'd love to know what that is. So we've had a couple of coffees this morning, and we've had some biscuits, but it's 10 o'clock now. My belly's already hungry, but I want to try and get a good hour and a half, at least 2 hours riding in before we stop. But I say that now, if I see somewhere for breakfast, I'll probably stop, because often out here you go quite a long way before you see anywhere. So if you see something that looks good, I think the rule is to grab it. Grab it while it's there, because sometimes you ride for a couple of hours out here, you don't see anything open. I mean, I guess that's the time of year. It's October now, I'm not sure of the date. It's Monday, I believe. It might be Tuesday, but I think it's Monday. Yeah, it is Monday. Really excited to see the kids now. Can't believe we've still got 10 days. But it's kind of nice for the heart, knowing you're going that way now. We'll more or less be on a diagonal right across Spain and France, heading for home and our kids, which is lovely. It's like a little bit nearer every day. That's a good feeling. But I'm really enjoying this trip, and I've said it a couple of times, but I'm definitely coming back next year. I'm going to do it again, and as boring as that sounds, I'm going to redo this trip. Different places, obviously, but I love Spain, and the roads out here are so quiet. I love it. I loved Italy as well, and I'm definitely doing Italy again. But I want to come out here with one bag, with just our clothes and toiletries in a bag, and then the pannier with the film gear, the coffee gear, the tools, and our waterproofs. Nothing else. It'll be such a different trip. It's so cheap, and I really will avoid. We haven't really tried to find the cheapest hotels either, because we've camped a little bit. When we have got a hotel, we've sort of spent between 40 and 60 euros, but there were loads for 35 euros. So we'll do a trip where we really kind of knuckle down and get some just very basic hotels, but keep the costs down, but have no hassle of carrying all this gear. And we'll save camping for the UK. because if we go away in the UK, it might just be for like 4 days. We can just take the clothes we're wearing and cut down on gear that way. But yeah, I really want to do the long days out here, and the way to do the long days is to just check into a hotel at like 7 o'clock at night and get out of the hotel at 8 in the morning and just spend all day on the road. And you know, pulling up into a town, you're not really going to worry about just your clothes on the bike, sorry. So the clothes bag, I'll just put a lock around it, and there's nothing that valuable in there, so we can just explore a town properly, lock the panniers. It'll be such a pleasure to ride round Spain with one bag. It is still a pleasure, but it's definitely, I'm a lot more cautious. Not so much on the roads, but on the gravel and the sand and the dirt roads. And then you get to a really tricky hairpin in a town where it'll have a stop sign, be on a hill, a really steep hill, and then there'll be an absolute, the sharpest hairpin you've ever seen at the top, and you've got to come back on yourself. And that is when you notice the weight on this bike, releaser on the back, all the gear. It's times like that, and there'll be a load of people sitting outside a bar watching you, and you're just holding your breath thinking, don't drop it, please don't drop it. And it's not even the embarrassment of dropping it. I'm worried about damaging, I'm not worried about like a scratch on the crash bars, but I'm worried about like just damaging the bike and something happening, you know, breaking the handlebars or something, you know, God, ruining the trip. That's what gets me. There we go. Lovely road. How's that? How's that for a road to start your day? Absolutely beautiful. I love them when they've got no barriers as well, because you get the perfect view. You get such a nice view. Love these old ruined buildings out here. I don't know whether that camera picked it up. There was one on the right there. Absolutely beautiful. Love to do up a place like that. Yeah, lick of paint, that'd be alright. Bit of filler. God, this is a nice road. Lovely road. No one on it, thankfully, because I'm plodding along here like a snail with all this weight. Lovely road though. The rocks, the colours in the rocks are fantastic. It's perfect temperature, it's not too hot today. I mean, I think it's supposed to get hot, it's supposed to get to about 32, but at the moment it's just lovely. I mean, I guess because we're up high, but it's just a lovely temperature. Slowed down, Lisa was taking a bit of film there. We're up the top now, near the top. It's a stunning view. It's the trouble when you're riding a bike though, you don't get to take it all in, so it's quite good filming. I'm often, when I make these little films, when I look back, it's so nice to be able to watch it back, because if you're riding the bike, it's very easy to get distracted. I mean, I very rarely do it. I just focus on the road, because I know I'm filming anyway, but there's been a couple of odd times I've seen something, like especially the big vultures and things, and I suddenly take my eye and start looking, and you look back and you've just drifted ever so slightly near the edge, and you're like, whoa, oh my God, help! No, you've got to reel it back in really quick. So I really do try to not be tempted by things. And that's the nice thing knowing I'm filming, because I've got it. Hopefully I've captured it. And that's why I leave the camera on so much as well. I leave it on sometimes for like an hour. Well, that's why we carry so many SD cards. I almost need a third pannier for SD cards. You know what happens the minute you turn the camera off? Something happens, like a wolf would jump out and land on the handlebars and start juggling. That's the sort of shit happens every time I turn the camera off, guarantee it. Or a bear jumps on the back. What a road. Well, I didn't even know this was going to be the start of the day. It's kind of nice not looking ahead, not knowing what's coming. How was that? How was Aldrin?
That was interesting. It's completely male. It's most people drinking alcohol. It's pouring whiskey in their coffee.
It's like 11 in the morning, everyone's having whiskey and coffees.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's good though, isn't it? It's the way.
When I sort of walked up there, I felt a bit.
Coffee looks good.
Just walked up there, just from out of town. She's a woman walking in here.
Oh no, what you dropped? Yeah, Maggie.
No, I must go because my partner comes. They're still in the hotel.
¿Cómo se atreve que no tiene? ¿Qué tiene?
Alright, we've only done an hour. That was all mountain roads. That was tough mountain roads as well. It was a hard pass, that was, with all the gear. But got 6 hours to go. I don't know how far we're going to get today, or whether we'll get to where we wanted to get. But, we'll have a go. But I mean, if we ride 6 hours straight, we'll get there. But you know that ain't going to happen. I don't know where we'll get to. I don't know where we are now. But it's time to move again, isn't it? There's 6 hours to go, please. 6 hours. That's a bit negative, isn't it?
It's happening.
6 hours, come on, let's do it. Let's just not get off the bike for 6 hours. Some little garage, because we ain't got any water on us. And a bit stupid going through the mountains with no water on us, so we're getting some water. And just like Lisa, get some fruit pastels, because I need something for my mouth. Take taste of that ham and that away. This feels like one of them days where we're going to just not get anywhere. Mountain roads take so long, but they're so beautiful. But it don't really matter too much, but it'd be interesting to see where we are at the end of the day and how far we wanted to get. But, bloody lovely roads, it's a lovely temperature. But just see how we do.
Honestly, we've come into some real country road now. Mark assures me that probably won't see a bear here, but it kind of feels like it could. It's so quiet, you know? It's worrying. It's been quite a long ride so far. So quiet though, my eyes keep closing. just no snowball traffic, just hardly anything. Don't know, Mark's down awake, just hope he does.
Suddenly, I haven't eaten a lot today. And I suddenly come over like I needed a sugar fix. I never had that on the bike, like come over really lightheaded. And it was horrible. I was like, I need to eat now. With no warning. And some of the places we've been today, we haven't seen anything for ages, so I started praying, just give me a garage, anything. I need chocolate, anything. I felt like really uncomfortable on the bike being that hungry. And all of a sudden this garage appeared. I just run in, just done 2 of these lollies, got an iced coffee at Maltesers. Don't even know what they are, some crackers,
2 lollies.
Peanuts, water. I just grabbed everything.
2 lollies.
Yeah, it's the weirdest bunch of things I grabbed, but that was weird. Pizza. Can't believe it, it's only $4.99. They're about 400 quid in the UK. So we got 1 hour 53 minutes to go. Get to Cuenca, I think we can do it. Let's do this. It's got really windy! Really windy! Wax all over the show. We've only got 50 minutes to go to Cuenca. So we definitely, I think we're going to make it there. Looking good. Can't believe it, these got stung by another wasp. So unlucky. This time on the arm. So right mama. She's been really brave. We're cracking on. got to Cuenca. I didn't really do much research. I looked at a couple of photos online, and the photos I looked at, it looked like beautiful old little village or town. It's like the size of Barcelona or something, but it's all ugly high rises. I mean, there must be an old nice bit somewhere, but we haven't seen it yet. I got freezing cold. I was shaking my t-shirt. I should have stopped to put the waterproofs on earlier, but I didn't. So the sweatshirt got soaked, and now I'm freezing. I did stop and put a denim on in the end, but we were coming down out of like the mountain, sort of very steep mountain on a biggish road, but there was just water pouring down it. With so much weight on the back of the bike, I do not like it in the wet. Make the front's too light. I'll have to put one of the big bags on the front tomorrow if we get any more rain. It's fine in the dry, but in the wet, it's a nightmare. Not happy about that. So I was just really careful. I was praying we got here all right. Just going so easy out of town. So much water. I'm freezing cold. Lisa's gone into the hotel. We haven't booked anything. So I'm just, please let them have a room, because it's a really busy sort of city or town, whatever it is. It ain't a village, I'll tell you that. So I'm really hoping they got a room, because I don't want to drive around everywhere. There's a light, traffic lights, hundreds of cars, and every single traffic light turns red as you get there. And the cars behind don't think you're going to stop. But I've got to stop, because I'm not crashing the lights with all this luggage on. And then you just see the car behind come up really close. Not happy about that. So please let them have a room. I think they're going to have a room. It's a massive hotel. It's not exactly #1 tourist destination, is it? Wherever it is, Cuenca. Maybe it is, but I don't think it is. But driving through it, I don't know why anyone would come here. I might change my mind in the morning. Because whatever happens, we're having an easy morning. We've had a long day. It's 20 to 8 now. We hit the road at 10 o'clock this morning. We haven't stopped much. We've had a few, maybe 3 20-minute breaks. That's about all we've had. We've just motored. Without going on the motorway, it's just so slow. Beautiful. Had some beautiful roads today. Definitely much nicer than the motorway, but man, don't get very far. Don't sound a lot for a day, for a long day. That ain't much, but we've done some cracking roads this morning. The mountain road, which will be the start of this video, you've already seen it. How good's that? But anyway, fingers crossed Lisa gets his hotel. If I went in there, there's no way they're giving me a room. But look at this. Go, nah, out, son, on the street. But anyway, we're here, we made it. I'm just doing the fingers crossed bit. So the next clip, you'll find out whether we get a room, because I'll either be me crying here, or we'll be in a room. There she goes, that looks excited. She looks excited. What is it?
Green.
Green?
Parking.
How do we get in there?
You've got the lid then.
Oh, it feels nice.
And there's a lift up to our room.
Amazing.
He loves me.
Take your time, just...
Take your time.
I'll probably have to come down and put the cover on in a bit.
Yeah.
Let it cool down.
Come on. €52, this is.
It's great, that's cheaper than
Very posh downstairs. Literally my bum's wet, started raining. Couldn't pull over to put a waterproof on. Oh. But we're in somewhere. It looked really posh. I actually thought they're not going to let us in. I was trying to sort my hair out to actually look, you know, like they're actually not going to go, you can't come in, look at the state of you.
well earned. That was a hard day, wasn't it?
Very hard.
The last hour.
Did you tell them I got stung by a wasp again?
Told him he got stung by a wasp again. You can tell him there, look, he was talking there.
I just realised I've only ever been stung 3 times in my life, in my whole life, and then I've had 2 stings in just over a week. I think Mark is deflecting them off of him onto me.
Lisa survived that like a trooper today. That was a long day. Which was annoying me about this place already. I've already been here 5 minutes. Whenever you get in the lift, I'll press -1, which is where the car park is. But every time it stops on the reception floor, which is 0, whether you like it or not, you just have to stop there. That's annoying. I don't know if you can see down here, but my t-shirt's so grubby. Great artwork. Mark Gonzalez's artwork. Blind. Colourblind.